starting with the third day of the 7-day class, something magical happened which still stays with me. Whatever transformation that I did, that I was able to achieve through the discipline of 3 or 4 months of continuous discipline, it just happened in 21 minutes. That thinking, that pause has come, which made a complete difference to all the aspects of life, whether it's my work, relationships, career, everything. Namaskaram. My name is Srikar. I work as a manager in a software company. I belong from Visakhapatnam. I'm just working here and living here since the past 2.5 years.
Since the audience watching this might be from anywhere in the world, would you mind saying what is here? Where are we now?
We are in Hyderabad, Gachibowli. We are celebrating Mahashivratri here. Since my adulthood, when I hit 13 and 14, there's a lot of questions came within me. I was trying to be perfect at everything. I was trying to be good at everything. I was a class first since my childhood, and slowly I lost that thing, and parents' pressure and everything. So because of that, I wanted to keep myself on track, put myself in a disciplined mode. In that context, I started listening to motivational speakers, who are there in the online. That kind of helped me a little bit. So what happened over time was I realized that is not what I'm looking for. Everything seems to be bringing me more and more questions rather than answers. I've started watching people, motivational speakers, following them, following their routines, reading books, everything. It worked for some time, and then new questions popped up. The only thing that happened to me was I had abundance of knowledge. So everybody who spoke to me were like, okay, this guy has a lot of knowledge. He knows a lot of stuff. But internally, I felt empty. I know I'm just repeating somebody's words, but I don't know anything myself. So that's where during COVID, when everybody had ample of time with them, I was just scrolling YouTube and came across Sadhguru's video, where in one video, he has dismantled the whole knowledge base that I've built myself with simple logic and simple words that any human can understand. I felt like a fool watching that video. So that kind of, at first I was offended, later I kind of realized, okay, what he said makes sense, actually makes sense. So that journey got deepened, and COVID, since having a lot of time with myself, I've started watching his videos, downloaded the app. The one thing about me is I'm always curious about everything. I don't give up just like that. That curiosity had led me to Sadhguru's videos first. So I just completely kept aside what I know about myself and what I studied, and just listened to him, and what every word that comes from his mouth made sense. So that's where inner engineering, the mention of inner engineering has happened. So I didn't think twice to register for that, and I think that was the best decision of my life. Starting with the third day of the 7-day class, something magical happened which still stays with me. Right after the third session, I was a non-vegetarian before I had no plans of dropping it or consciously disciplining myself to drop it. But what happened after the third day was, that night we were served, my mom cooked chicken biryani. So I just saw it, and I didn't feel like eating for the first time. And since then, it's been 5 years. I never touched non-vegetarian. So from there, slowly, once I started practicing Shambhavi Mahamudra and incorporating this inner engineering practices and this refresher to my life, slowly all the anxiousness has disappeared. All these minor compulsions that I have, slowly they kind of disappeared, and started to feel blissful from within. It naturally happened, and people around me noticed. At first they thought I was mad. It usually happens, but slowly they started to understand, and they saw the difference in me. A person who used to be very anxious, very particular about things, and who used to not care about things. Suddenly people saw me that I'm involved in everything, and I'm smiling. I'm usually introvert. I don't speak with anybody. Suddenly they saw me speaking to everybody wholeheartedly, and they kind of sensed the difference within me. 1 month or two when I met my friends. My parents also definitely did. So within my experience, it has been a wonderful journey. I never thought whatever transformation that I did, that I was able to achieve through the discipline of 3 or 4 months of continuous discipline, it just happened in 21 minutes, just like that. So it's just I can't even express in words how much it changed me as a person. I can't even remember the person I was before in this 5 years. A lot has changed. The major change that I observed from before to after engineering is the freedom of choice. So before I used to react to any situation. Now I have a freedom within me that I can either choose to react or respond. That gap, that distance in yoga has brought into me. So let's say generally, if there is if the salt is not enough in the food, I generally get angry at my mom. That it's my instant reaction. I don't even think twice. If it is not bad, I'll go ahead and tell it straight to her face. But after yoga happened, I just eat it, feel it, sit for some time. I mean, just see, okay, is it necessary to react that way? That thinking, that pause has come, which made a complete difference to all the aspects of life, whether it's my work, relationships, career, everything. That pause to think and respond, that freedom, to respond in a way that you want to that particular situation, not carrying away by your emotions or compulsions or the previous experiences. Being consistent with the practice at first has been a little struggle, but later it has become a part of my life. It's like waking up and brushing your teeth. It has become just like that. I do my sadhana in the morning. Mornings, if it is not possible to do all the practices, I do it in the evenings as well. So I wake up at around 5, I start at 6 and I do until 9. All the practices starting from Guru Puja to Shambhavi, Shakti Chalana, Yogasanas, everything. So it will be a lot of times when, if there is a hectic activity, you try to lose yourself, lose your calm and get back to your own patterns and things. So in those times, I would just take a pause. Even when I'm in a busy schedule or meeting, just close my eyes, focus on my breath for a couple of minutes or at least 1 minute, and things come back to normal. If that intention, if you're doing sadhana with that intention, at least the benefits will multifold over time. Or if the real longing has come, then it will be a joyride. Sadhana will be really a different kind of experience.
Namaskaram. Thank you for watching. To see more, please consider this suggested video or this suggested playlist. And if you're curious to learn the amazing classical Hatha Yoga practices structured by Sadhguru that we offer, please see a couple of suggestions right below this video. Last but not least, if you enjoyed this content, consider hitting that subscribe button right there.